Hello, welcome back to the Sicilian Defence. Today we see if we've carried on our little improvement or not, and whether we have managed to fight our way to a position where we may save ourselves in the final 6 games or so and survive into Serie A. Welcome to today's episode of the Sicilian Defence. Hello and welcome to episode 39, the penultimate episode. There's only this one and one more finishes on Friday of the Sicilian Defence. That's because FM21's coming along. FM22's coming along. FM21 is nearly ended. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have 2 games in Serie A to try and survive. Sassuolo and Bologna are our games today. And, well, whether we can survive or not is another matter. You will notice, since you last with us for the Milan and Torino 2-3-3 draws, we've drawn against Udinese 2-2, so the draws continue. But we have lost 5-2 against Atalanta. Atalanta, I think, were 4th in the table at the time, so not unexpected, realistically. But let's have a quick look at see how that game unfolded. They had a goal disallowed after 12 minutes. Colombo scoring after 17. And Nicolas Pepe, ex-Arsenal, scored after 19 minutes. So we were 2 goals down. But Ambrose did get one back. We thought we were in. But Pepe got a second after 49. Solar with a goal after 74, making it 4-1. We managed to get one back, make it 4-2. But Colombo used to watch his tellies back at his TV on a Saturday night back in the 70s. But yeah, Colombo did us good and proud. 5-2 loss there, so we've got to try and come back from that today. As I say, 2 games against Sassuolo, who we lost 2-0 to earlier in the season. In fact, if we do this, there you go, 2-0 loss earlier in the season, which wasn't very friendly. And then Bologna, we must have lost to them as well. No, we didn't. We drew 1-1. So there is hope. There is hope there. But of course we're away for that particular match. So we'll see. How does that all pan out as far as the table's concerned? Well, we are still in 19th, but just 2 points behind at Fiorentina now. We did actually get up to 1 point behind here. I think we were in 18th, but having lost that last game against Atalanta, we dropped down a little bit. 3 points clear of Crotone, but we do need to string 2 or 3 wins together, which would, hopefully, the way the other teams are playing around us, would actually pull us out of there. What is interesting is we saw Fiorentina just outside the area there. So today's games, and then we got Fiorentina and Parma, who are both, going back to this table, are both there just above us. So that is our opportunity, I think. Lazio are 6th, so that's going to be a tough a tough game. And then final game of the season is against, who did we have against in the final game of the season? I've forgotten already. Genoa. So Genoa are the team that may do us in the end, and it could all well come down to that game. I'm just trying to sort out where. Here we go. Genoa are 11th at the moment. So we could do with winning at least one of these games, and not losing would be fantastic, and it would set us quite nicely for the games against Fiorentina and Parma. If we can win both of those, well, who knows, because they're both 6-pointers. So fingers crossed. That's where we want to go. Right, so today's games, Atalanta have already played Roma and lost 2-1. We're playing Sassuolo. Parma are playing Spezia. Yeah, it doesn't help, does it really? And I don't know that Fiorentina, I can't see them. Yeah, Fiorentina are playing Crotone. Again, playing bottom of the table stuff. So this is This is not what we wanted at this stage of the game, is it really? Anyway, let's go through to our first game against Sassuolo. And this is the team we are putting out against Sassuolo. Manelli in goal, Visconti, Baxvanos, Carante and Pavlev in defence. Fagioli and Ladanetti are in midfield with Ambrose, Sabri and Clark on the attacking midfield. Rovgalier up front. De Favrio, Zappella, Meta, Pecorino, Calpai, George, Albertini, Amasso, Nasty, Nicotra and Magazoo are all on the bench. We still have players coming back from injury. Berger Tonoli, probably the bigger name of that, and obviously we're still without a couple of other players who we have missed for sure, that would have probably given us that extra impetus. But today's game, it's all about at least securing a draw, if not a win. And as you come back, you will see the stats. Sassuolo have only lost 1 in their last 5. That's not good. It's going to be a toughie for us today. And there's confirmation of the league table as we line up. And we are underway in this game against Sassuolo. Sabri picking up an early yellow card 2 minutes into the game. That's not good news. But we have a breakout, and they've got the better of us as they move it through the gears. And Traore, well saved by Manelli. Oh, and again well saved by Manelli. Manelli, 2 saves there in quick succession, which was very, very good. We've not had a shot or a shot on target as yet. Come on, guys. Manelli to Baxvanos. Baxvanos to Carante. Gets it forward. Sabri gets it out wide to Ambrose. I thought Traore was going to beat him to it for a minute. Visconti on the overlap. Can get Visconti get his crossing? He can, but it's headed clear. But again, it's headed clear and cleared. Baxvanos going all the way back to Manelli, and we'll start again. Carante. Carante gets it forward, looking for Sabri. He does find him. Ambrose back to Sabri. Sabri's won the ball through, and Clark, Jack Clark, gets his 12th goal of the season, and it's an assist by Sabri, who's playing in that shadow striker role. And no more than we deserve, I think, from what I've seen so far. He got the beating of Igor there. Got it through to Clark. And Clark tucked it away. And we go 1 up. They have a corner now. It's headed clear. They cross in. And they've got the equaliser. Traore gets the equaliser pretty soon after we scored, I think, which is really, really annoying. Let's see it from the other angle. And Troy, from a very, very tight angle, gets that away, and that's the sort of player that he is. Right, let's see if we can just change stats a minute for the option. Interestingly, we got no marking on these guys at all. So let's sort them out, press them down, and we'll tackle him hard as well. We'll press these 2 as well, I think. Right. Let's see if that makes a difference. Pavlev gets it to Clark. Sabri. Ladanetti. Ooh, unlucky. That was Ambrose with a header just wide of the post. Still in 19th. Florentina have dropped down though. And another instruction added. Carante to Pavlev. Pavlev back to Carante, who gets it forward looking for Ravgalier. Sort of finds him. Clark Carante forward again, this time to Ravgalia, who passes it out to Pavlev. Pavlev looking for Ravgalia in space. He's not got there. Not by much. Sabri. Clark. Can Clark get a second? He can. And we go 2-1 up. 13th goal of the season. Well done, Clark. Pavlev with the header down to Sabri and through to Clark. And Clark just switching the play. Flicks it across the goalkeeper. Benitez not doing anything to get to it. They have a throw in. Cleared by Fagioli. Ravgalia. Ambrose is tackled. And they come again. And they are dangerous. Very quick on their attack. And out to... Oh... A story of our season. We just not... Once we get in front, we can't seem to... I maybe should have changed that down to a balance, but we just can't seem to grab a hold of it. But they are very quick, very dangerous, can swing this ball out the other side, and Mite giving Manelli no chance on the near post. Pavlev to Carante. Pavlev. Ladanetti. He's trying to just thread that through for Clark and completely missed, and we've given the ball away, which, as we've pointed out, is dangerous. And they come forward again. And he's got round his man. It's cleared this time, but only as far. It's gone out wide. And crosses in, and number 3. I think that was Traore again. And from being in a good position, we are 3-2 down. I think, guys, unless something changes radically, we are going to get ready. I don't want to see if it's a tight offside. It's obviously been given. Deary me. We are going to get relegated. That is for sure. Sabri. Ravgalia. Fagioli. Ambrose. We're moving this ball around nicely, though, I have to say. Out wide to Clark, who's on a hat-trick. Clark inside. He's going to have a shot, but it's way off target this time. At least he had a try. At least he had a try. We're not far off on the XG. They've scored, 6 shots, 3 on target, 0.99, against 50% possession against their 7 shots, 6 of which have been on target. Very good, 1.17. And yeah, they have us beat as it stands at the minute. But can we get back in the second half? Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. And Ravgalia is getting the game underway. Back to Fagioli. No changes at half time. As we enter this second half, looking for a goal. And they're on the overlap again. Oh, that's just wide. Traore looking for his hat-trick. Didn't find it on that occasion. Pavlev with the throw-in to Clark. Clark to Pavlev. To Carante. Carante gets it forward, but where was that pass to? And that's just the sort of pass that will do us damage. And there we go. Straight through Manelli, and we are 4-2 down. And I think that is our lot. It's our lot for this game, and I can't see us actually ever getting a win. We're just not. Manelli should have had that. That is poor. We, if we were to continue the save, a really good goalkeeper is a must. Ambrose is having a crap game out on that left, so Ambrose is coming off. Imaso. Ravgalia isn't doing it for me, and I'm going to bring Pecorino on. Not that Pecorino's been playing that well. Right, we'll do that for the moment. Confirm sub, and then I have a free kick now. Sabri with the free kick. Oh, just wide. Not by much. And that was close. We're now got a few players tired. Let's have a look. We can only change one of them. And who is it going to be? Ladanetti in midfield, I'm thinking. And we'll replace him with Mata. Throw-in comes in. Traore gets it in. And I think a penalty. Is it a penalty? What's going on here? It's going to have a look at VAR. This could be 5-2. It is a penalty. Traore with his hat-trick. And that is his hat-trick. 5-2. Minelli getting nowhere near that. And, well... what can you say? What can you say? We're just not good enough, guys. Really not good enough. And an impressive 2 goals either side of half time has done for us. And we just got to be careful not to concede too many more. Visconti to Sabri. Which is a shame, because in that early part of that first half, we seemed to play reasonably well. That came back off the post, beating Benitez. Have a corner now. Visconti with the corner. It comes in, it's gone all the way through. Pavlev tidying up, being the only man left back in defence. Vanos to Mata, Crente, Clark, who's had a absolutely splendid game. He's tired now, but he's Imasso. Back to Fagioli. We've got one back. Makes it 5-3. Makes it look a bit prettier, doesn't it? If only we could stop conceding goals stupidly. We'd be all right. We'd be a good team. We can score goals. Lovely goal from Fagioli. Pick of the crop. We've not been totally overawed in this game. It's just they're clinical with their things. Vanos gets that forward, but nobody there. Just a bit concerned when they get the ball. Oh, Pavlev didn't quite get to it. Carante did. Clark keeps it in. Pavlev back to Clark. And he's been tackled. And we're in the 90th minute. And he's got it through. Chipped the goalkeeper, but chipped it wide. Good play. Quick thinking. And full time comes. We've lost the game 5-3. 11 shots, 5 on target, 1.49, 52% of possession against 14 shots, 9 on target, 2.57. They were just more clinical than us, basically. I think there's only much more to say with that. But to move on to the next game and see if we can do... How damaging was that? Not much to say, really. 19th place. We are still only 3 points drift of Spezia and Parma in this bottom. It's still all to play for. It's still all to play for. How did the others do? Parma won 1-0 against Spezia, and Florentina beat Crotone 1-0, hence why they're above us, but Spezia dropped down. Our goal difference is still okay by virtue of getting that goal back. We're still okay. This could end up on goal difference, but we do need to be picking up, and we've got to try and beat Parma at some point or other. Right, through to our second game of the episode. It's against Bologna. Bologna, who are currently in 13th place. We do need to beat them. 3 points would be a big help right now. And you come back and join us for the second game of the episode. Games have gone in our favour outside of us, but we just need to remain focused on our task at hand. And as you'll see, at the moment, morale isn't good, which isn't helping. The morale is pretty poor in there. So this is the team that we're putting out. I can't. Minelli and DeFavro have not been playing well. For DeFavro especially, look, 6.64 in his last 5 games. So we really need to. We'll leave Minelli there. Beste is back in left of defence. Baxvanos Farabajoli is back in central defence with Pavlev on the right. Fagioli and Ledanetti in midfield with Stepovic, Sabri and Clark in front of him. And then Ravgalier continues up front. DeFavro, Carante, Meta, Pecorino, Albertini, Magazoo, Ambrose, Calpai, Amasso, Nasty, Zappella and Giorgi are all on the bench. Right. That's the team that we're putting out against them then. And we'll be back for the beginning of the first half in just a moment. And you come back and join us as we have a look at the things. Lost 2, drawn 1 of the last 5. Won their last 2 games, though. Bologna, we've lost our last 2 games. Drawn 3 of the last 5. And a quick look at the table. You'll see we're down in 19th, but 4 points adrift of Parma now, who have played a game more than us because they drew with Crotone, I think it was. Or drew with Spezia, I'm not sure which way round it was. But anyway, it's immaterial. We just need to win games. Regardless of what's going on around us, we just need to win games. That's the only way to ensure that we stay up, is we win and don't worry about the other sides, basically, is where I'm going. Sabri with a free kick, and the goalkeeper claims that one. Long ball forward, headed down, and hit wide. Over half an hour gone. Not a lot happening. And half time's going to come. It's 0-0 at half time, and we've been out of it, been in it, and we've got back in it a little bit. They have had 4 shots, one of which has been on target, 0.21, 51% of the possession. We've had 3 shots, none on target, 0.25, 49%. Pretty even, Stevens. Then let's hope we can do something special in the second half. And you come back and join us. Ravgalier getting us underway. Back to Baxvanos. They have a free kick and it's cleared. Fagioli forward to Stepovic. Stepovic now. Cross to Clark. Clark draws the save from the goalkeeper. And we have a corner. Beste with a corner, who's now picked up a yellow card as well. He's got it to Fagioli on a short corner. Into Ravgalier. Beste back to Ravgalier, who tries a shot. Comes back to him after it's blocked for a second go, but he didn't put it away on the second one. They have a corner now, and it's cleared by Sabri, I think. And Diskella's... Oh, no. We've been very good up until that point, and then we just let him come through the middle, and he's put that one away cleanly, and we go a goal down. Right, we need to go a bit more positive then. We're trying to keep it tight, but that's obviously not working. 54 minutes on the clock. Stepovic not having a good game out on the left. Really need him to step up a little bit. Minelli to Baxvanos. Baxvanos to Fagioli. Back to Baxvanos. Finds Stepovic. Stepovic has lost the ball. Like I said, he's not having a good game. And looks like he might be coming off. He's probably made my mind up. And they've got a second. And like I said, relegation. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen to us. Because we just cannot win a game. We're in bad way. And I've exhausted all possibilities that I can think of to try and get them to do. Right, we're try to encourage them. Stepovic is definitely coming off. Yeah, and trouble is Amasso's not an ideal person to come on in his place. If we're going to bring Georgie on, Jack Clark having a bad game this time out as well. Ladanetti, I'm going to replace with Mata. Right. Pavlov is tired, and so is Clark. We can only make one change out of those. I'm thinking Clark because it might just give us a bit of something, but Ambrose isn't looking too clever either. And give him a bit more encouragement. Try and G him along. But they've beaten us by 2 goals. We're not going to get back in here. And Bologna have blocked us out. Pretty much. We were in it all the way through. 8 shots, 2 on target, 0.98. 47% possession against their 11 shots, 4 on target, 53%. They pretty much just shut the door once they got their noses in front. Yeah, I've just demotivated them properly now. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to storm out of that because I just really don't want to do it. So that leaves us 4 points adrift now at the bottom. Potentially 5 points adrift if Spezia can win their game in hand, which drops everybody back down again, and then we will be. We've got 4 games left to play, and well, if we're going to... We've got Fiorentina and Parma. We've got to win both these games, and then we might just have a little bit of a chance. Not against Lazio, I don't think, but maybe we can pick something up against Genoa. Who knows? I really don't know. Well, I'd like to say I hope you enjoyed that episode, but I haven't enjoyed it, and I'm sure you haven't. And I think we're coming to an end where this series is just like collapsing into itself. We'll get episode 40 recorded and done out of the way, and that'll be the end of this series. Apologies that it's been a bit of a damp squib, and I think with the viewing figures as well, nobody's enjoyed it particularly. If you've liked today's episode or just want to give me a big thumbs up just as a bit of support, really, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all that's happening on this particular channel, with FM22 coming out, of course. And the final episode of the Sicilian Defence will be released on Friday at 4:15 p.m. So make sure you tune in for that one, just to see whether we do survive or we go back down into SerieA B. which I think is where we're going. If you want to keep up to date with all that's happening on this channel, and of course the new series, the beta and the full series in FM22, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the final episode of the Sicilian Defence. It'll be out on Friday, and it'll be episode 40. Until then, goodbye.